Alright everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to work a little bit more on this particular API endpoint, basically the catch response, when the request basically sends the invalid token. Currently, if we quickly go here, actually this one is temporary, I added. We don't need this in our project. It is the delete option. Let me delete it. Okay, let's delete it. So actually what I was trying to say is, when the request comes into this particular API endpoint, then it goes into the do filter internal method. And here, the very important thing is, if the header is basically invalid, that comes from here, the catch block over here, see, it is currently returning silently. So we are going to explicitly add the error here ourselves. If we quickly go over into that particular API endpoint response right now, what it looks like, you see over here the default status code 403, and we don't have any message. So we're gonna send message over here, and we are gonna change this default status code from 403 to 401. Alright, let's go in the JWT filter over here, and here, so when we have the token from the front end that is coming, or from the client that is coming, that we quickly, let me quickly come back here. I want to show you what I mean. The token here, if we send the invalid token, basically if we tamper with the token, we want to actually explicitly set this catch block. So first what we will do over here is, we are gonna clear the security context first, and then, so yeah, the AI assistant is automatically completing the code for me. That is good. Actually, that is what I want. Let me complete this. So I want to set the response, I want to set the status to SC unauthorized. If I hover over here, you see actually we are setting 401 status code. That's good. Let's see if it can help me. No, I want to add few more here. Response dot, let's set the character encoding to UTF-8, just to make it consistent actually, so that it gets the response in the consistent formatting. And finally, I'm gonna set the actual error message. So let me use the getWriter method from the response, and let's write the error message over here. And here what we are gonna do is, we are gonna send this invalid token like this. All right, okay, let me save this out, and then I'm gonna check this now in the same API endpoint response. So let me hit this now. So I need to restart my application. The current code is not picked up here. So let me click here again to restart in the debug mode. Although we don't have any breakpoint, we can still restart it in the debug mode. Alright, seems like it got started. Let me send the request again over here. Something is not picking up. Let me see if I can try it again, otherwise I'll stop the application and run it again. It's not picking it up, the latest changes that we have over here. So let me stop this application completely, and I will run this application here normally. Let me wait until it starts. Alright, application is ready to use now. So let me send this request again. Okay, now we have to come here and see what's not working. Okay, one thing I forgot to add over here is, so we have this clear context, we have the response code, but I want to also add over here response.setContextType application JSON, so that it accepts the response in the JSON format. Alright, can I do it without restarting the application? No. Let me restart it. hide the panel. Okay, now I'm gonna send the request. Expected is we will see here invalid token error message. Still not working. What happened? So something is wrong here somewhere. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. So somehow I believe it's not reaching into the parse token over here. I'm put a breakpoint over here. Let me run this in the debug mode. Let's hit that API endpoint. It's not started yet. Let me hit that debug mode. It is going into the parse token, means it is finding that token is invalid. Now what I can still do is I can still come here and put a breakpoint over here everywhere. Oh, the very important thing now I see here, we are not returning from the catch block. This is weird actually. I shouldn't have forgotten this one. So we need to write the return keyword in order to return from the catch block actually after writing our custom error message. Now it should work. Just for the save point, I'm gonna restart this application. Alright, and now let me come here and let me send the request now. Application is started. We have the return keyword. It should work now. So basically what should happen is it should set this status code to 401 and we should see here invalid token message. Alright, there we go. We see the response 401 and we have this invalid error message that we are sending from here, which is the 401. So this way we can explicitly set our custom error message from the catch block. Alright, so another important thing over here we can notice is the IDE is somehow setting this warning. This is basically, IDE null analysis quirk. It's not a real semantic difference between the parameters. So basically what is happening here is in do internal filter, all three parameters, are effectively null in Spring contract, but in inspection sometimes IDE like the IntelliJ over here can sometimes flag this subset to have this error message, depending upon how external nullability metadata is resolved or cached for that method signature. So basically we can explicitly add here, just to make it safe, just to get rid of this warning message, we can add here this annotation, not null annotation, basically a null, not null, it should be null, non-null, actually it's difficult to pronounce. Alright, non-null. Okay, let me add it here as well, and then let me add it here as well. This is the safest choice. Alright, we don't have that error anymore. I forgot to add the rate over here. Alright, it should work now. There is no error, no warning, and basically we explicitly set this custom error message from our API endpoint when the token is not valid. Okay, this is the very first code sense that we did here to actually set this error message. There are a lot of things that we need to do ourselves, a lot of things that are missing over here in the do internal filter as well, to make it a real world application and production ready application that we are gonna add in our future videos. Thank you so much.